I've lived more than 8 decades on this earth. I've watched the seasons change 80 times. I've buried friends I thought would live forever. I've held grandchildren in my arms and wondered how time moved so fast. And in all these years, sitting in quiet living rooms with people my age, standing at funerals, waiting in hospital corridors, I've heard the same confession over and over again. Sometimes it's a whisper. Sometimes it's tears that won't stop. Sometimes it's just a long, heavy silence. But the regret is always the same. And if you're watching this today, I need you to hear this. Because by the time you truly feel regret, it's already too late to undo it. But maybe, just maybe, it's not too late for you. When you're young, time feels endless. There's always tomorrow, always next week. You think to yourself, I'll call them later. I'll visit soon. We'll take that trip someday. Someday. That word should be banned, because someday is where dreams go to die. It's where relationships quietly fade away. It's where love waits until there's no one left to give it to. I remember being 45 like it was yesterday. I thought I had all the time in the world. My parents were still alive. My children were growing. I was busy, so busy, building a career, a reputation, a life I thought would impress people. I was building everything except the moments that actually mattered. And then 50 became 60. 60 became 70. And suddenly, the people I meant to call were gone. The trips I planned never happened. Time didn't warn me. It just left. So what is it? What's the one thing people my age regret most? It's not the job we didn't take. It's not the money we didn't make. It's this. We didn't spend enough time with the people we loved. We didn't sit long enough at the dinner table. We didn't make the phone call. We didn't say I love you enough times, or show up when it truly mattered most. We were busy. We were tired. We were distracted by things that seemed important, but now feel like dust in my hands. We thought there would always be more time. And now, when we close our eyes at night, it's not our accomplishments we see. It's the faces of the people we should have loved better, loved longer, loved while we still could. That's the regret that keeps us awake. Not that we failed at life, but that we succeeded at all the wrong things. Let me tell you about my friend Robert. Robert and I grew up together. We were best friends as boys, the kind who knew each other's secrets, who rode bikes until the streetlights came on. But after high school, life pulled us in different directions. He became a lawyer. I went into business. We both got married, had children, built what looked like successful lives. And for decades, we barely saw each other. We'd run into each other at reunions, shake hands, promise to get together for lunch. We were always too busy, always next month. But things never settle down, do they? Then 5 years ago, I got a call from Robert's wife. Robert had cancer, stage 4, maybe 6 months to live. I drove to the hospital that same day. When I walked into his room, I barely recognized him, and I realized I couldn't remember the last real conversation we'd had. Not small talk, a real conversation. We spent his final 3 months together. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'd drive to his house. We'd sit on his back porch and drink terrible coffee and really talk about our regrets, our fears, the things we wished we'd done differently. And 2 weeks before he died, he looked at me with tears running down his face and said, "I spent 40 years building a career that people respected, but I can't remember a single case that matters to me now. The only thing I want is more time. More time with my wife, more time with my kids, more time with you." He grabbed my hand and said, "Don't wait like I did. Don't wait until it's too late." 3 days after his funeral, I stood in my driveway and it hit me. I was making the same mistake, still choosing work over connection, still choosing someday over today. And I realized that if I didn't change right then, I'd end up exactly where Robert ended up, full of regret and out of time. So why does this happen? It's not because we're bad people. It's because we're human. We get caught in the rhythm of daily life. Wake up, work, eat, sleep, repeat. We tell ourselves we're doing it for our family, working hard, providing security. But somewhere along the way, we forget that our family doesn't need our money as much as they need us. They need our presence. They need our attention. We delay everything that matters. We say, "When I retire, I'll have time. When things slow down, I'll reconnect." But life doesn't slow down. It speeds up. And the people we love, they don't wait for us to be ready. They age. They move on. They stop asking because they've learned we'll always say no. And eventually, they're gone. But here's the truth I need you to hear today. It's not too late for you. If you're watching this right now, you still have time. Maybe not as much as you'd like, but you have today. And today is enough to change everything. You can pick up the phone right now. You can say the words sitting heavy in your heart. You can stop waiting for the perfect moment and realize that this moment is the only one you're guaranteed. I started doing this after Robert died. Every Sunday I call my daughter, not to give advice, but to really talk, to tell her I'm proud of her, to listen. I have dinner with my wife every evening now, and we turn off the television and put our phones away. We sit across from each other and talk like we did when we were young. I visit my grandchildren as often as I can. I get down on the floor and play with them. I look them in the eyes and tell them I love them, because I finally understand. The only thing I'll take with me when I leave this world is the love I gave and the love I received. Everything else is just noise. So please, stop waiting. Stop waiting to be less busy. Stop waiting for the right time. The people you love won't be here forever, and neither will you. Call your parents today, not tomorrow. Today. Hug your children. Tell your spouse why you fell in love with them. Sit with your grandparents and ask them about their life. Be present, really present. Show up, even when it's hard. Say the words out loud. I love you. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry. Say them before it's too late, because one day you'll be sitting where I am now, looking back on your life. And the only question that will matter is this: did I love the people in my life the way they deserve to be loved? Did I show up? Did I give them my time? My real time, not my leftover time, but my full, present, undivided attention. Don't let the answer be no. Don't let regret be the last thing you feel. You still have time. Not forever, but today. And today is a gift. Love them now. Love them fully. Love them while you still can. Because in the end, the only thing that will matter is who you shared your time with, and whether they knew, truly knew, that they were loved. 3 days after his funeral, I stood in my driveway and it hit me. I was making the same mistake. Still choosing work over connection. Still choosing someday over today. And I realized that if I didn't change right then, I'd end up exactly where Robert ended up, full of regret and out of time. So why does this happen? It's not because we're bad people. It's because we're human. We get caught in the rhythm of daily life. Wake up, work, eat, sleep, repeat. We tell ourselves we're doing it for our family, working hard, providing security. But somewhere along the way, we forget that our family doesn't need our money as much as they need us. They need our presence. They need our attention. We delay everything that matters. We say, when I retire, I'll have time. When things slow down, I'll reconnect. But life doesn't slow down. It speeds up. And the people we love, they don't wait for us to be ready. They age. They move on. They stop asking because they've learned we'll always say no. And eventually, they're gone.